In 2001, American history changed forever. That's why this Thanksgiving, I'm gonna hunt for a turkey with no prior knowledge. I have no idea what I'm doing. And before we start, I would like to give a land acknowledgement. I do acknowledge that we're on stolen land, actively poaching my neighbor's property right now. DNR, if you want to pick a bone about it, I don't know. I'm just a pilgrim. I don't know, I'm just exploring. We're heading into this totally, completely legal, totally verified, totally approved, totally allowed access gate that's totally unlocked. Step Pilgrim, help! Jedediah! Jedediah, help! Help me! Oh, they didn't have those in 2001. Remember when I said everything changed that year? Girl, let me move my bonnet so I can see this more clearly. Now you might be wondering why I got a turkey decoy strapped to my back. That's so the hunters know not to shoot. And the orange is to attract the turkeys. So I'm up here in Salmon, Idaho. I've been here for 2 days now. Yesterday I spent all day scouting. The scouting vlog will be on Fanfics, link in bio. But I'm scouting a new area today because I got intel last night from one of the townies that there's turkey in this area, right? So we're gonna be looking around for scratchings, droppings, such of the nature. Also, if you guys have seen my crazy Amish trick shot video, you know that video was dedicated to my grandpa Jim. This is actually his shotgun, my first shotgun I've ever owned. Universal Firearms Corporation. Don't know what year it is, I don't know. I got it after he died, but miss you, Grandpa Jim. He was a turkey hunter, never passed down any knowledge for me, but we got ChatGPT now, so shout out Jim. Miss you always. Look at this, only 10 feet past the no trespassing sign. Look what we found. This is a sign that a turkey's been here. A turkey did this, and look over here. Ooh. This isn't from a turkey, that's a little bit older. It's growing like white hair on it though. There's a little bit of splungy on my finger. By the way, since you guys have been asking for another calendar for years, I made you a digital advent calendar this year. 25 sexy, hot, epic, Christmas-themed photo shoots, each complete with a video visualizer and a digital postcard. I worked really hard on it and it's very creative and I'm very proud of it, so check out the fanfics link in the description for that. I've also got merch dropping on December 5th on psyops.com. We've got flags, patches, and apparel. Tap in. Back to the video. So I'm gonna give you guys some turkey knowledge in a minute, but for now, we're gonna throw some calls here and see if we can just get any activity. First, I got this electric call. You can yelp, purr, fly down, fighting, or gobble. Do you think a turkey's gonna... See, my issue with this thing is I feel like a turkey's gonna hear it and be like, that's AI. Well, I bought this other call, so it's like this little doohickey, and I think I'm just supposed to suck on it in a way that so produces like a turkey noise. This is why they were tweaking out in Salem, because they saw bitches in the woods just doing shit like this. Do you think that'll work? I've never turkey hunted. I've never hunted anything. You know what? I did a lot of research. I rode my horse 5.5 hours up north, done all this planning, and I'm really, really hoping for a turkey. I've got today and tomorrow to make it happen. Yesterday, we didn't see a single turkey while scouting, so that's not a good sign. But you know what? Oh, look at this. So this is one sign that turkeys were here. This is how you can see turkey scratching. Usually it'll be in a V shape, but sometimes it'll look like this. So if you'll see, there's a bare spot right here compared to everything else around, and the brush is piled up in this way. And that means the turkeys were scratching here looking for bugs and berries and shit like that to eat. So that means they've been here. I don't know how fresh it is. That could be from yesterday because there's still frost on it, so I doubt it was from this morning. The one thing you can also tell though is see how the brush is pushed up, piled up in one side here? That means that they were heading in this direction because they usually do a cadence of like a, I'll demonstrate for you. Like that. So I'm gonna go in this route. Right here. No. This is a turkey dropping. And this looks like it was likely a hen. The hens give off little like pebble-shaped turds. The gobblers or the toms, the gentlemen, they have little like coily fucks. So anyways, we were obviously kind of goofing around there in the first half, but we found some tracks, we found some droppings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set a little decoy. We're gonna hunker down for a while. I'm gonna throw a real call, not be too obnoxious with it. And then we'll stick around for like 15, 30, 45 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour, 5 hour, 6 hour, 7 hour, 8 hour, 9 hour, 10 hour. And we have to be here for the witching hour. 3 a.m. prime time. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can call some turkey in. That's how you'd call somebody over back in my day. You see fine shit at the ball? Things were a lot simpler back then. We didn't have Hinge back in my day. We had starvation.
Hey, your ankle's showing.
Why are you looking at my ankle, you pervert? Rape! Hi! I'm gonna catch a gobbler! So I'm heading up this grassy hillside a little bit because I'm seeing a lot of scratching heading this way. Like a lot of scratching. And it looks fresh. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell these turkeys are. I haven't seen any turkeys yet, but I've been in the spot for like an hour now. Granted, I've been making a lot of unnecessary noise and kind of just sitting out in the open, but I mean, turkeys have good eyesight, but mentally, they're blind. So I see a lot of what looks like fresh scratchings going up the grassy hillside. Obviously they're roosting at night and then they will go feed in the early morning and then they'll loaf in a more wooded area. They might come back out to feed a little bit later, but right now I suspect that they're probably loafing somewhere in here, but I am a little bit confused because I see all the scratchings over there. So most people don't hunt turkey in the fall. Most people are out hunting big game like elk, deer, but you know, in Thanksgiving spirit, I wanted to hunt in the fall. Usually you hunt turkey in the spring. In the spring, turkey hunting's prime because the males are trying to breed the females. The males are just responding to any hen's call, just letting them know. They're trying to fuck. In the fall, different story. No Nut November. Heard of it? Ring a bell? They're looking out for the boys instead. So the method here to get in a fall gobbler is to sound like a male who got lost from the pack. If they think you're a homeboy who got lost from the flock, they're gonna come scoop, likely. That's the method anyways, that's a theory. So the bachelors are usually all hanging out together, but if we come across a mixed flock, then we're gonna go for a hen. Apparently the hens are gonna be easiest to get because hens are curious, social, and forgiving. This is the chasing women through the woods method. You might wonder why I'm not wearing camouflage. That's because it's the 1600s. I'm a pilgrim. Camo doesn't even exist yet, idiot. No realtree, no alpenflage, doing it ancient style. I should just stop being pussy and throw up a call, huh? Okay, I'm gonna go put a decoy down there, and we're gonna hide up here in this brush. I'm the Mr. Beast of turkey hunting. This is how you get down a hill fast. Okay, so my decoy is set down there, and I'm gonna hang out here kind of at an angle. The turkeys, if they come back, they should approach it head on. We'll hopefully be able to get the flock from up here, so we'll see. Now we wait. All right, now that we're perched up by this tree, I'm gonna throw up a couple subtle calls. I'll try to make them subtle, and then we'll wait about 5 minutes before throwing up another call. We'll sit around here for maybe an hour and see if we can get them to come back. Although they might be like resting this time of day. I don't know. And now we wait. You see this tree right here? This is a ponderosa pine. Tree lore! If you look up closely, the bark is like jigsawed, and that's because the layers are meant to. Did I just hear something? Back to the tree lore. So this wood is jigsawed, and the bark chips off in layers, and that's because ponderosa pines are made to be fireproof. So when a healthy and natural forest fire comes through, it'll burn off, some of the bark along the base of the trunk, but the rest of the tree should survive. And they're pine cones. Shh. So turkeys have been spotted. We'll get back to trailer later. Okay, so actually, I might have just gotten a call back from up there. The decoy's still down there, but I'm thinking I'm gonna put the decoy in the middle of this 2-track, and then there is a big, huge downed tree right there. So I'm thinking I'll hide behind that tree because the turkey was heard from above the ridge. So if it comes down the ridge, then I'll be hidden behind the big log. That's the gobble getter. Right here. Let's hide right here. Film crew comes it right here. Tuck in. I just threw up what's called a purr. I don't know how to make purrs with this piece, but apparently this time of year they're only responding to yelps and purrs. Dude, don't look up the hill. We want to keep eyes on this 2-track. The turkeys are only going to travel down the 2-track because that's the Forest Service road. That's private property over there. They're only going to be coming down the Forest Service road. Okay, so keep an eye on these 2 tracks down here. I've been waiting in my new spot for a minute now, but I didn't finish my ponderosa pine tree lore. So basically, they're all going to be the same exact height, and you might see like 2 or 3 different generations, but you can tell which one belongs to which generation because they all germinate at the exact same time. Forest fires are the only way that a ponderosa pine cone will germinate its seeds, so they all grow at the exact same time. How about some Pilgrim trivia?
Do turkeys see in color?
I don't see color.
Turkeys have excellent color vision. Is turkeys' vision better than humans?
No.
They can see about 270 degrees around them.
What? Dude, I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't think we're gonna get a turkey today.
Thanksgiving fun facts.
Thanksgiving fun fact!
What
Gobble!
What popular
Stuff me! Wait, don't act like you don't like it. One lucky fanfic slub will be flown out to get slat on by the hay bug. Leave a comment down below if you would pay to get slat on by a slat slum.
What popular Thanksgiving food was not present in the original Thanksgiving celebrations?
Cranberry sauce or stuffing.
Cranberries were not present, nor
That's
was
what
pie.
I think because you gotta farm that shit in a bog. You ever been to a cranberry bog?
What eating utensil did the Pilgrims not have?
Chopsticks.
What other type of fowl were other
Pheasant.
popular?
Pheasant.
Ducks, geese, and swan.
And pheasant.
Never had swan
He missed
before?
that one. All right, well, none of my camera crew can sit still, and they're throwing marshmallows at each other, so we're heading out of this place. I'm never gonna get a fucking turkey. See, look, turkey scratching, me scratching. We're gonna go talk to the natives. I know some people who can help with this. They're from around here. We're gonna get the information out of them, and then we'll just put them on a nice little trail like going out. Do you think the video's still gonna be good if I don't get a turkey?
No.
Put on the feathers and go stand in the field. I need you for a scene. Just go stand in the field, look at the flowers. Put the feathers like over your face, like cover your face a little bit. Perfect. Good morning, chat. It's day 2. Today's the real hunt. We're gonna go out there, we're gonna find a fucking turkey, and all while being quiet as a mouse. Shh, don't make a peep. I got my crew up at like 3:30 in the morning. So here's the deal. Look, yesterday we went up in there, right? We saw frozen scratches and droppings from the day before, still covered in frost. We saw fresh droppings and fresh scratchings from the day of. So I know those fuckers are up in there. The problem was we didn't get out till like 11:30, which is like past turkey feeding time. But today we're getting a fresh start. We're going out there early. We've got about 30 minutes till sunrise, so we're gonna set up. If we're looking up that road, that 2-track, the turkeys should be roosting up in that wooded area, and they should come down the 2-track in the morning. We're gonna set up where I set the decoy up yesterday. We're just gonna be really still and really quiet, and hopefully we'll get a turkey. I don't think I'll do many calls this morning, maybe 1 at most. I'm gonna let the woods wake up on their own. Godspeed, I got a family to feed.
No, you don't.
Yeah, kind of a sensitive subject to bring up, but yeah, my family died on the Oregon Trail, so.
What did they die from?
Dysentery. And one of them I ate, but cameramen take warning. We don't get a turkey today. So, with all that being said, we're gonna turn the cameras off for a minute can you be quiet? Oh! From this point out, we're gonna walk up into position, and we probably won't turn the cameras back on until daylight breaks, so we'll see you there. So the day is starting to break. I'm not gonna make a call yet, but I am gonna do some light scratching and see if I can draw them in at all. I don't want to call yet because I want to give them a chance to just come down on their own. If you can hear around, it's pretty neat. It's like all of the woods just wakes up all at once. we've been here for probably an hour and a half, maybe a little bit more. But haven't seen anything, haven't heard anything. I've done one call and a couple scratches. I started to overthink that maybe we positioned ourselves too far up the road. So I just did a whole walk down and up, so I'm a bit out of breath. But I saw no turkeys down there, not on the grassy side or the wooded side. I didn't see any fresh scratching or dropping. So I don't know, I guess we'll just continue to wait it out here for a while. I'll throw a couple more calls now. It's about 8:15, so should be good to maybe start calling them down. We'll see. But I will say this turkey call is coming in helpful as a chew toy because I have much anxiety right now. I'm like trying really hard here. All right, it's now 8:30 and I've seen no sign of life. I even walked the track a couple times. No fresh scratch, no fresh droppings. So it's 8:30, so I decided it's just time to maybe hit another spot. I don't think they're here anymore. I think we would have seen them by now if they were coming back to this feeding spot. So instead of wasting more of the morning, I think we'll go drive around, see if we can see anything, or I have a few other hunting spots that I plotted yesterday. So yeah, we're gonna pack up and head out. Okay, so this is actually fucked. Check this out. We're walking down to the car because we're gonna go drive around and see if we can go to our next hunting spot. Look at this. Diabolically fresh turkey shit. They came here this morning. This is like, what, 100 yards away from where we were? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna look around for scratching and see if I can figure out what direction they're headed. Oh no, my turkey, it's gone. All right, dawn is over, no turkey yet. Saw one uber fresh little piece of shit on the way out. No turkey in sight. Fuck it, let's get in the car and drive to the next spot. Fuck my chud, turkeyless life. Now I know historically, pilgrims weren't supposed to have cars, but we all know I'm different and I would have been moving differently. Keep your eyes peeled, Dana. This gobbler is slur for turkey. So, here's a curious thought. The theory was that the turkey will come back to that spot this morning because it looks like they fed there the past 2 days. And turkeys, they tend to just go back to the same spot over and over in the fall. However, yesterday, when we entered the area, there was a dead deer carcass that another hunter got, and you know, the hide was there. There was still meat on the bones, some organs were left over, some intestines. We checked it on the way out and it was stripped. So, one theory is that a coyote or, you know, larger prey could have come and feasted on it last night and maybe was yipping and scared the turkey away. I don't know. It's a good thing it's lightly drizzling now because apparently turkeys will feed longer in the fall and it does rain lightly, so fingers crossed. Guys, holy shit. I can't hunt these, but look, the first flock of turkey. What do we do? We could get really lucky. I slammed on the brakes. We're driving around looking for turkey. I slammed on the brakes. We finally find a flock after a few days up here. We're like, oh fuck, they're on private land. How are we gonna get them over to maybe some like public land over there? Whole flock just gets up, flies over there. And the light rain just came out, which means they're gonna stay out and keep feasting. This is a Jesus Christ hood classic. Chemical warfare in the Pilgrim times was just that pussy. 3 weeks no wash. Oh my God. Okay, I just saw the turkeys fly over here, so we're tracking them along the river. I'm gonna throw up a quick call.
For me, boy. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello?
There he is. And that's the story of the first Thanksgiving.